It's not been the worst of starts, but I've broken the wage budget. Hello and welcome to episode 17. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two matches in the Vanarama National League, away to Barrow and at home to Darlington. And as you will see from the table, we are currently in fourth position, having played 7 games, won 3, drawn 4, lost none. So we haven't lost yet. Plus 7 goal difference and 13 points, apart from Harrogate Town, who are actually exactly the same as us. How do they manage that then? 3 and 4. Hang on. No, sorry. They've won 4, lost 3. I think we're the only side, apart from Yeovil. Yep, Yeovil have won 4 and drawn 3. That's the difference. But they are the only other side in the league currently that haven't lost either, and we will be coming up and playing them a little bit later. Well, obviously later in the season because we haven't played them yet, but there we are. What's been happening since you were last with us? Walter's said broken the finances. Somehow or other we've crept over the wage budget after being inside it for quite some time. Committed spending though is 8,300, which is actually under that, but we're currently spending 9,197. I think it could be because if we go to the transfer screen, we have brought in Ben Jackson, who was with us last season. He's on loan from Bolton, and if my memory serves me right, we are paying £110 per week. That's not what's pushed us over. We were over slightly before that, but he has pushed us over. Having said that, he hasn't actually played particularly well since he's come in. He's got an average rating of 6.45, having started 2 games, and he's not really contributed in any manner, shape or form as yet. His assists 0. He's not actually been on the best form, but then if he hasn't been playing at Bolton, it might just be that we need to get him back up to speed. I think it took him a few games last time he was here. But Mapufu is pleased to see him back because when we put him into the tactics screen, that's because I've taken Mapufu out. But when Mapufu was in there, actually Jackson and Mapufu immediately joined a line-up there, which was quite handy. We'll come to that in just a moment. So yes, that's the transfers for now. I think you saw Peter Bassi come in. He's also on that left side. His form hasn't been particularly fantastic either. It's slightly better than Jackson at the moment. 6.64, having started 3 games and 2 off the bench. Again, not contributing any assists in that, which is what we want our wingers to be doing. Tyler Morton, who came in some time ago, he has actually contributed a little bit. He's had a couple of good games. He's 7.12 and is contributing. So let's just have a quick look, see what's been happening since you were last with us. Eastleigh, Ebbsfleet United, we had 2 draws. 2 1-1 draws when you were last with us. We then went on to beat Maidenhead 4-0. Didn't lose. Drew 0-0 with Woking away. Beat Notts County 2-1. That's the second time we beat Notts County. Beat them last season in the Cup. And then 2-0 against Wrexham. And then, having played Hartlepool, managed a 1-1 draw. So once again, we seem to be the teams that are near the topish, up around where we are. We seem to be all right against the teams that we would expect to play and get a result from lower in the table. Don't seem to be able to be doing a great deal. One thing that I have noticed, which is absolutely fantastic finances wise, is in the last couple of games. So as you'll see here, 900 gate for the first game of the season. Then it dropped to 732. And then the last 2 games at home against Wrexham, 1,800 and Hartlepool, 1,300. So if we can say the right side of 1,000, that is all going to contribute and help towards the income and the finances. Club vision wise, at the moment, no more to be said about the finances. We are struggling, or I am struggling. Again, if we go up, I don't think they're going to really. I don't think they're going to mind too much. Delighted with the fact that we are currently well avoiding a relegation battle. Obviously haven't played in the FA Cup or the FA Trophy yet, so they're yet to come. Pleased we're playing defensive, solid football. Not letting in huge amounts of goals, touch wood, and make the most of set pieces, which we probably haven't done as well as we have. Obviously, Billy Priestley not playing, so we're not scoring those headers from the corners at the moment. Need to have a look at that and play high tempo pressing football, which we are doing. So all in all, it's an A for me, and we're doing okay. So that will take us on to our first game of the day, I think. Which is against Barrow in the Vanarama National League. And here we are in our pre-screen to the game against Barrow. Barrow are favourites, 5-4 favourites, currently in 9th position. We're in 4th position. So let's go through to the team selection, and this is the team that we have selected to face Barrow. Slicker in goal. Mapufu comes in on the left wing because Andy Payne has an injury, could be out for about 2 weeks. Ram, Gordon and Egan Raleigh. Kenyon at the base of the midfield in place of the suspended Goodman. Jackson, Pinnington and Steels comes in on the right for Morton, with Danaher and Charman up front. Charman leading scorer at the moment here. So that's the team. Oh, sorry. Before I go any further, I usually do the bench, don't I? So Gray, who is moaning about a game time that he's getting, so he's going to get grumpy before he's much older. But Slicker, I mean, at the moment we haven't lost, so Slicker is definitely doing his job, and it could be that Gray is got rid of because I'm not having the same antics as we had last season with him. So it may well be he's put on the on transfer list or even on the loan list to start off with, and see if we can get him out on loan. We do have backups, goalkeepers. Harry Allen, for instance, is okay. And then the rest of the bench, Webb, Priestley, Bassey and Regan are is the bench today. And let's proceed onwards. Steels and Kenyon. In fact, this is Toby Kenyon's first game of the season, obviously, as we haven't given him a squad number. And his chance to impress and win a place for himself. Today's team talk. Randall here suits us down to the ground. Let's go out and cause an upset. Not really the one that we wanted. So let's, what we could have said to Toby Kenyon, in fact, my assistant's done it for me, pressure's off, just go out and enjoy yourself. You've got the opportunity, go and do it. So off we go. They have the first attack. Egan Riley heading clear. Collins getting in the tackle there. Collins just back from suspension after getting 5 yellow cards. Steele's now running through the centre of defence and all but put it away. Nobody really stopping him. Danaher with the corner. I'm not sure we should not be taking Danaher off of corner instructions here, because obviously it takes him out of the middle here, which seems a bit of a weird thing to do. Anyway, Mapulfu, and that goes. We've got Danaher with the free kick. Curling one, and goalkeeper had to get rid of that. So note to self to move Danaher off of corner kicks. We'll have a look to see who else is good. Danaher with the corner in. Nobody getting to the header there. Jackson picks the loose ball up on this wing. Doesn't get it past the defender. And back into position. And that's died. Slight edge on this game so far, but not really producing much. We're down to 5th now. And they have a corner. Oof. And there you go. Slicker managed to get rid of that. Keeps us in the game. And that ball's loose. Got rid of by Gordon. But Danaher's free now. We're down to 6th currently. Couldn't get past his defender. It's not gone out of play. It has now. And there's a throw to Barrow. So 20 minutes in. It's a get creative shout. Egan Riley with the throw in. Charman. Oh, Danaher with just a whisker over the crossbar. Looks like Ben Jackson is injured, if I'm not greatly mistaken. We might need to see if we can get him. Just keep an eye on him. See, that's going back up. So he's just got a knock. Might get him through to half time, see how he is. Tight groin, apparently. Pennington not finding anybody. And this is a series of bad passes. And Ram manages to get the tackle in and get rid of the ball. Danaher now picks the ball up with a tackle and way off target. But I think it must have taken the deflection as it's a corner. Danaher now with the corner. In curling ball again. Nobody in the middle. And they're quick in defence, but we've blocked it off. Looks like we're coming up to half time. 0-0. So better of the first half. Pretty even generally. It just needs that little bit of impetus. I think we need to take Ben Jackson off. Bring Bassey on for Jackson. Not the right team talk, obviously. It's boy Toby Kenyon up. Right, Vinny Steels needs to avoid getting another booking. Who's not performing well? Well, the front two need a kick in the pants. Pennington again. I'm looking really. His form is not good. He looks as if, to be honest, we need to give him right. Well, Pennington definitely. Sorry, Pennington, Mapufu, Kenyon all need to be told that they're not playing. I'm not happy with your performance. And that's fired them up. And then Ben Jackson's coming off. Luke Charman and George Danaher. Again, what can we say to them? Yeah, appreciate the effort, but you need to bulk it up. Right. Tactics. Corners. That's not what I wanted to do. Set piece takers as we get. Set piece takers as we get. Right, so we're going to take George Danaher off of there. Who's supposed to be? Right. Vinny Steels. And okay. So that sorted that out. Tactics wise, I haven't finished the team talk, I don't think, or have I? No. Tactics wise, we need to be switching Bassey for Jackson to avoid any further injury there. Pennington, as we said, playing absolute rubbish. but we haven't actually got another midfielder to bring in for him. We need to look at that. Kenyon could play in that position. Pennington, is he can play as an attacking? Okay. Right, he's more of a defensive midfielder. Now I wonder, let's just out of curiosity, because no. Better off in that way around. Does he prefer to be? No, he doesn't. It's his best position. Kenyon. Right, we'll leave it like that for now. Okay, so team talk wise, we'll go back to here. Just tell Bassey assertively, pressure's off tonight. I want you to go out there and play your natural game. So it seems relaxed, and we'll move on to the second half and see if we can get this win that will do us the utmost good. But they have the first highlight of the second half. But Egan Riley got the tackle in, but didn't really make anything of it. And they're going to pick that up on the wing. That ball's in, but headed clear by Egan Riley. Steels now picks the ball up. He's looking for Danaher. Danaher, and the goalkeeper makes the save. Bassey to take the corner this time. Takes the corner. Goalkeeper equal to it. And so we go. Here's a highlight to them. Managed to clear it. Bassey wins the ball on the wing. So in attacking formation now. Bassey tries to get the kick in and then saves it from going out. It'd have been far better letting it go out and having the corner. Danaher makes a tackle and didn't win the ball. That's going nowhere. A goal kick, I fear. Yep. So the defence doing their job, which, to be fair, they have done most of the season. We've only gone down really to in the main goals from penalty spots, but also Bassey's win the ball in that wing again. Danaher, good flick, first ball. He's really not on form. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of a cough, so I did it off camera. And they have the highlight, and this. Oh, well. Having said about the defending, and Slicker should have had that mistake, I think, on his behalf, really. But they've got round the back. Hardcastle got a flick off of the defender, which was lucky. And I think probably caught, perhaps being a bit harsh on Slicker, because it did actually. Right. First of all, a shout, show some passion. We need to change something up, because we are in danger here of losing our first game of the season. Right, Pennington is going to be dropped after this. He's got a 6.4 for a start off, and he's uninterested. So if he can't be bothered, then neither can I. He can go by the wayside. We'll bring somebody else in, probably Morton in that position. Or even we have Wellens as well, and he can go by the wayside. If he's not going to play, then Egan Riley is tired, so we're going to need to bring Joshua Webb on for Egan Riley. Who else is having a bad game? Mapufu. And I did toy Luke Charman not having a good game either, so we can only make one more change. I did toy with not playing Mapufu, but my assistant said that it was better to play him. So maybe a mistake there. So Joshua Webb. Right. We need the attack power. Oh, Danaher's having a really bad game as well. This because the goalkeeper's been saving all his shots. And that's why we're not winning this game, is they're just having a really rough game in the middle of the park there. So Danaher's having the worst. I'm tempted to take Danaher off then and give Reagan a chance. I'm going to put him on a tongue. Change him into what they prefer to be. Maybe poacher on attack. I need to go and get this now. Winger on support. Steals winger on support. And move him forward. So that's all the changes made. And away we go. Let's see if we can get something here. Mapufu with the throw. Not to anybody. And now they are coming away with it. And maybe even have a second here. No, Slicker stood up to him. Charman picks the ball up. Obviously the change is not yet made. It's gone out. We'll make the changes now, I'm guessing. Or did I not take Charman? No, I didn't. I took Danaher off, didn't I? Hey. But this looks like our first loss of the season coming up. Indeed it is. 1-0 loss to Barrow. Not the best of matches for you to come back on. I'm not happy with that performance. George Danaher can be demotivated, but that was rubbish. Did actually pick up, and Pufu even picked up a little bit. Where are we? He actually didn't do a great deal, but he did actually pick up a little bit. So for now, I'm not going to do any more than that. I'm just going to leave it at that and let them stew a little bit. Might have been too quick after the last game. I don't know. Actually, to made to ruin his chances indeed. Kenyon makes professional debut and lose after 7 games undefeated. So all in all, not the best of starts to this episode. So we will move on. It's Darlington is next game up on this episode. And so here we are in our second game of the day against Darlington at home. We're evens favourite for this game. Darlington currently in 21st position, and we have dropped down to 10th now after the last round of games. As you can see from this table, Yeovil still top, not having lost a game yet, on 18 points. And then it's Halifax, Fylde, Solihull Moors, Barrow, Harrogate, Barnet, Bromley and Dover Athletic. And then we are there on 13 points. So have it all to do. We need to make up those 3 points, or at least make a bit of inroad today. The team that we have selected for this game is Slicker in goal, and Jacob, Ram, Gordon and Egan Riley in defence. Goodrich is back from his suspension and takes up his position in the base of midfield. Jackson on the left, his last chance at the moment. He will be dropped if he doesn't wise up this time. Kenyon and Morton on the right, and then Andrews, Josh Andrews, comes in. He's been playing particularly well in the under-18s, so we've brought him in, dropped Danaher to the bench, and Charman up front, and then we have Gray, who has had a big whinge while you've been off camera, and basically we've tried to talk him around, saying that Kieran Slicker, obviously his first team goalkeeper, and is in that position because he's form. Gray won't have anything to do with it, and basically has said that he wants to leave. So what we've said for now is that he goes out on loan. So we've basically offered him out on loan. Webb, Priestley, Bassey and Danaher complete the bench. So it is through to the game. I think we may have a squad number. No, obviously Josh Andrews already had a squad number. Right. The front two, we've got to do team talk first. So we have favourites here, so go out and give the fans performance cheerful. Media, we'll do that one. And then these two will basically need I want to see good performance from you today. And Ben Jackson, I think there's no pressure on you today. I want to see a performance. So let's see what we can do. We're at home here, so we should be in a reasonable position to win this game. And we're off to a start, but they're picking up a couple of yellow cards. Nothing doing in the first half an hour. Max Ram picked up a yellow card. Get creative. No highlights. Toby Kenyon now picked up a yellow card as well. A whole half of no highlights. That is not good. We've actually sailed this 9 shots, 3 on target, 59% of the possession. They haven't even had a shot at the moment. And that simply needs to improve. Team talk. Right, Max Ram and Toby Kenyon both need to avoid playing and getting another yellow card. Anybody not playing particularly well? Yes. Tyler Morton. Yikes. Nico Gordon. All right. I'm not happy with your performance. I need to step it up. And Josh Andrews. So let's see if we can get this win in the second half here. We have a throw in, and it looks Egan Raleigh throws it into Morton. Morton with the cross in, and a headed goal from Andrews. Josh Andrews gets the goal, which gives us the lead after 48 minutes. Egan Raleigh Morton picks the ball up, turns, and a perfect cross. Andrews gets his head to it. Just what we needed, and that moves us up to 7th. Mason Greenwood now picking up a yellow card. Obviously, not a particularly good game in the sense of lots of bookings, and just checking. Okay. Oh, Jarman just curled that wide. In fact, the goalkeeper got his hands to it, which means we have a corner. Jackson with the corner. Incoming. Not really picked up. Morton picks the loose ball up. He's turned and really didn't do anything with that at all. They have a throw in now. And tackle comes in. Nothing happens. Oh, just wide. We were lucky there. Right, so it is around about the time to look at some changes. And who's not? Ben Jackson having a better game today, thankfully. Nobody playing particularly bad. Toby Kenyon probably out of everybody. So it's more to do with tiredness. I'm tempted to bring Danaher on for Charman as one change. Maybe swap these two over. Let's play Danaher on the right side just for a change, see if that makes a difference. Egan Raleigh getting tired. But tempted to leave him on at the minute. In defence, Max Ram is the tired of the, and he's got a yellow card. Might be an opportunity to get Priestley on. Let's bring Priestley on, give him a game. Right, we'll do that for the moment, and also we'll have a show some passion, and we're also going to go down to a positive just to ease off a little bit. Jacob with the throw in now. Kenyon back out to Jacob. Jacob back to Kenyon. Kenyon with a cross in. Oh, just over the top again from Josh Andrews, I think. Ben Jackson now picked up a yellow card. And I think we're going to see this game out. We have a corner. Danaher taking the corner. He's back on corners again. And that's gone to no one but Goodridge with the ball. Jackson, he's put the game beyond doubt. And Ben Jackson gets his first goal of the season. Corner from Danaher, headed out by the defenders. Goodridge picking it up. And Jackson popping it away. 2-0. And game over. Deep in injury time. But they all count, and they'll all do. Right. Assertively, we will say, well done, lads. It was a good win for us. Josh Andrews. Right. Ben Jackson, player of the match. We'll do him in a minute. Come back. Let's just say to Josh Andrews, well done. Assertively, you did well out there. He's happy with that. I think Goodridge and Morton need a similar sort of. I'm happy with your performance today. That's good. We're all good, I think. And that just pops us back into 7th place, tucked in behind 5 points adrift of Yeovil, who continue their run a 1-0 win against Notts County, and that's where we are for now. So, just quickly check on these. Quality of possession provides victory. Jackson, man of the match, so we will assertively pat him on the head. And then we'll have a look at where we're going to come back. So, we're going to come back around about here, probably for the Emirates FA Cup 4th qualifying round and Wealdstone at home. They will be our next 2 games, albeit the Oval Town game could be quite interesting. So somewhere around here, these 3 games will be the next episode that we will have for you. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, can you leave a big thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the updates, and also just good for the YouTube logarithms. And we look forward to seeing you on the next episode, which is out on Friday. So don't forget, Friday is your next episode. See you then. Bye for now.